Thankfully today there's a little bit of wind. It's not too bad. It could be a lot worse though. There is a heat advisory starting this afternoon and going for the next, I think, 48 hours. So definitely just want to be careful. And it's also why we have our water bottle, and we're going into a wooded trail today. Yeah, see, it feels so much cooler in here. It's so beautiful. And it's still like 9:30, so I just had my breakfast and kind of got ready for the day. And now we are just on this beautiful trail as a way to get some movement in today. Okay. We are walking down this little switchback here. Looks like it was recently washed out. And makes sense because this thing is steep. Okay, so this is actually part of the Island Line Trail. So, oh my God, this is gorgeous. Look at this. This is amazing. So we are gonna walk on this for, I mean, maybe even like a quarter mile, like not that bit long. And then there's gonna be a turn off, and that will be where we go to get down to the water. Right now where we are is on what's called the Islands, in the middle of what's now known as Lake Champlain, but is traditionally known as Bitterbog by the Abenaki. And where I am right now on the islands, I'm on a little, very tiny, thin peninsula. And so it's not very wide. Honestly, from the van, I could see one side of the water, and there is another trail, but it doesn't really go down to the water. There's a bit of a cliff over there. But then there's this that kind of just takes you across the rest of what is the land over here. In fact, I can see the boardwalk right there. It goes through the forest. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness, it is just an absolutely beautiful day. How could you be mad? Oh man, I'm actually so happy that I chose to come here. There was another trail I was considering, but especially with the heat already being what it is today, yeah, I am happy I came here. Oh, look at these guys. So absolutely beautiful. We have made it now. This is what I believe is so we're still continuing the Chip Porter Nature Trail, but this is down on the boardwalk. Yeah, so then this will go back down and sort of into the sort of lower lands over here. Basically, the island, we're basically just kind of walking down as much as we can. I've only been to this park once before, and I just kind of walked along the little the little trail that takes you along the water. You don't really ever get down to it. There's not really a good spot. And then just sort of walked on. I sort of entered through the other side and did a bit of a weird loop through a couple of the different trails over there. There's some side trails and stuff you can do. So today we're just trying to do a big loop around the entire thing and see the water. There are 2 vista spots and I'm excited. See, this is Boardwalk. We made it. We did it. Thank you for labeling it also, although it's all the way over there. So, oh boy, more mud. If you guys were here last week on the hike, or I guess it was 2 weeks ago because I posted it 2 weeks ago. My goodness, the hike I went up and hurt myself on had so much mud and rocks. Yep, because it's slippery when it's wet. So, mud and sticks and rocks. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. This boardwalk is split into very small, like, squares as well. And each little square is its own different level of rickety. So I am glad that I wore my boots, just because this has been, yeah, there's a little bit of mud and I don't want to get any ticks today. Not today. This is exactly what I want to know. Okay, so we are right there and we want to go out to the vistas. And we just did this little part of the island line and then we'll come around and do the rest of the loop in red. I guess I had maybe done like the Maple Meander before, but I never had made it to the island line before. And then I had done this one where there's also just a little viewpoint. But let's keep going. Let's go. So we want to go to the Cedars. And if we were to go through the tunnels, that would just take us through that middle section of the loop. Oh my God. Do you guys not think that this is just the most beautiful meadow you've ever seen with all this purple? Oh my gosh. What a beautiful day to be in the woods. Wow. Okay, now we have just a little bit of uphill. Still, ooh, slippery there. Still beautiful. It's really hard to tell on camera. You can't really see it. I can barely see it myself, but there's a bog down to my left. Oop. And I bet that probably ends up meeting with the lake up here at some point. I mean, yeah, you can kind of see through there. It's marshy. I feel like that was unnecessary. I don't feel like I needed to go that way. Oh, here's the point. Yeah, I guess I could have gone that way. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm actually down at the little beach. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, I was so right that the bog goes inland and then we just kind of walked around it. Oh my God. This is beautiful. Something just went under the water. I wasn't sure if it was a turtle or a fish. Oh, there's a small fish coming up right here. There's one right here. And there's another one behind it. Okay, and now we're going back. On my weekends, well, my weekends are opposite of everybody. So I have generally Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. So those are pretty good days to have off and be at the parks. And so that's just kind of what I try to do on my days off. Oh, here's the other viewpoint. I like that they put a little eyeball. So you're like, wow. Oh, wow. I was thinking about maybe spending one more night here in the islands. But I still need to restock on a couple things and sort of be able to get ready for the week. Oh my God. Oh wow. They did make me say it. Look at this beautiful little... What was that? Was that another turtle? Dude, oh, he was right there. Do you see them over there? Do you see them? Ah. There he is. Oh, as soon as I said it, as soon as I even whispered it, he went under the water. Some of these little spots, some of these little black spots over here are actually little turtle heads sticking out. And you can tell because they will disappear every few minutes and pop back up again. What is that growing out of the ground? What the? This forest reminds me of back home. Maybe it was a mushroom growing up, because look how pointy that is. Maybe that's what I saw. Oh, oh my goodness, those are pretty big. Oh, I wonder what it is. There's a little bench up here, and I'm hoping I'll be able to see. Oh, there it is again. I think it's just a fish. I think it's just a fish. Do you see how small their heads are? There are two little turtle heads right there. There's another one to the left. And then if you go up, there's one right there. And there's this guy in the middle who has been kind of popping in and out. I'm hoping he'll do it again. But you can see this guy now has his shell sticking out a little next to him, and it's shinier. This guy, I feel like, is looking right at me. He knows I'm like, what is happening out there? Oh, there he went. Did you see him? Did you see that? They are so small, and you have to be used to looking for them. Oof, and some uphill again. It's okay, it's not that much. We find ourselves at another very nice little boardwalk. Oh, and a meadow. Oh, why does this one have to be in the sun? Oh boy. We're still doing great. Probably have a little bit of water when we get to the top of this hill. It's really not that like big of a loop anyways, but it is very hot today. And that's making this very difficult. Nice little bench here too. Meadow. You can kind of see where we are now. Oh, this is cool. disappointed that there's not even any water in this. Alright, so now we're going this way. Oh boy. Okay, but this says Maple Meander, so I'm confused. I mean, I know I'm on the path because they have put so many little white blazes on this trail for me, so that's helpful. But let's see. I think okay. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Here we go. Yeah. It's always helpful that they do this, because otherwise sometimes I would just make up my own path. Just know the direction I need to go and start walking. All right, so that's where we joined up with the Island Line Trail. And now we're just heading back up to the van. My last few days off, I went somewhere. I went to go camp at the state park. I went hiking. There was a lot of stuff I wanted to do in that area, so I just kind of parked myself at the state park and used that as a really nice way to just have a base to come back to. And I didn't really have to move the van at all, which was also nice. But with the heat that's coming today, well, it's already here, and in the next few days, it's supposed to be more thunderstorms. But I'm still thinking that with work and just the few things that I need to get done, it might be nice to go to a campground again, and just have a bit more luxury and a bit more comfort. I have stuff to make like a really nice sandwich. Ooh, something's in my shoe, a little rock. So I have stuff to make like a really nice sandwich. I can bring a beer down to the river. Okay, so we're gonna have to restock on ice on the way, but I think the spot on the river that I like to go. You ever just knock your water bottle directly into your kneecap? Because I did. Here we go.